down in Atlanta, Georgia. We're here to talk about the Veteran Entrepreneur Training System, a system that we developed earlier this year, where we are looking for veterans that want to have a business for themselves, but not by themselves. And we have a system that we can train them to learn exactly what we do for people. So we're probably on about week 15 or so that we've been doing this. And we started out talking mostly about the products and the services and things that we do for people, just to kind of give everybody an idea of what it is we do at Synergy Financial Partners. And then we kind of went into a little bit about what's in it for you. How can you profit? How can you take care of your family by helping other family? And last week, when Don was up here in St. Louis, and of course he had to leave and drive home, so he wasn't here for the podcast on Friday, we kind of started talking a little bit about our system. We have a format system in place that makes it really simple to help people to build a business. So it's a cookie cutter type system that has been proven to make many wealthy people, and it's really just extremely simple. And we talked last week. We have 6 steps in the system, and last week when I was on my lonesome here, we talked about step 1, prospecting. And that's one of the biggest hindrance I had in the beginning was what is prospecting? How do I do that? And we kind of went over that a little bit last week. And today we're going to move on to step 2, the contact. And that's a really important thing that needs to be controlled, to be done properly. So that's exactly why I'm going to hand this off to Don to talk about the control and the point of contact. So, Don, if you could take it from here, buddy.
All right, absolutely. Thanks, Rick. We had a good time last week up in St. Louis. We will be coming back up again at the end of September. So if you did miss the Wealth 101 workshop in person there in St. Louis over in Bridgeton last week, about 3 more weeks, we'll be back up there again. So just keep that in mind. One of our shows over the next couple of weeks will get you the exact dates, location, that sort of thing. But last week of September, I'll be back up there doing another Wealth 101 workshop, so where you can really see exactly how we help everybody. You see the education pieces that we do, and whether you need to become a client and get your financial house in order, or whether you want to go ahead and start building your business in our VETS system and help other people understand how to help their money work better for them and how to make more money and protect themselves with living benefits and everything else that we always educate on. But like Rick said, we do have a system, and of course our VETS program, the Veterans Entrepreneurship Training System, that's the thing in itself, or just us teaching veterans how to make that transition into financial services out of the military. How to build a business for themselves, but not by themselves, working within that Synergy umbrella. And we can help you just be an agent by yourself if that's how you like to work. But most people come out of the military, of course, like to work in teams. And so we do definitely teach you that agency track and how to build an agency. And we can help train teams of agents to work together and things like that. So love to show you guys more about that system, get you involved, because the whole point is to help more people, and that's the key. If you want to build a business helping people, educating them, putting them in a better financial position, the VETS program is definitely for you. You should come out and take a look at it. With that said, we're going to go into that format system again today. Rick covered step 1 last week. The Synergy format system step 1 was prospecting. He went over all of that last week. And today we're going to talk about step 2, the contact. And then I'll just kind of go through the steps again, just to reiterate. There's 6 steps, and you just keep repeating it over and over again. We teach you all these different things and how to run this business: prospecting, contact, business presentations, the meetings. That's what I'm talking about. We'll be there in a couple more weeks to do another one, and we do them periodically on Zoom. So every other Thursday, there's one on Zoom. So feel free to get that contact information from Rick or myself. You can reach out. Our contact information is right there on the bottom. And mine is just drice@synergyfinancial.com. If you want to, just reach out and I'll get you all the information. But that's the presentation. Step 3. Step 4, following up. That's where a lot of people will fail, is in that follow-up. They'll talk to people and get them to a presentation, but then they'll never call them again. Then the fast start, getting someone going, getting them working with clients if they decide to come into the business, because again, this is the business building steps, these 6 steps. And then duplication, getting your new agent working, and that's what we're talking about with the vet system, is just getting you guys up and running, showing you that you can do this. All right, so step 2, contact. That's this week. The purpose of this step is to effectively approach a prospect to attend a presentation in a private group or virtual environment. Like we said before, remember when I was telling you about how Synergy works and how we can help you build your business? A lot of companies are going to either teach you how to work in private, just by yourself, going to people's houses, working there at their kitchen table, which is fine, meeting in coffee shops, things like that. In group environments, which are the presentations, like when I'm coming up there and doing a presentation for an entire group of people, that works great too. We teach you how to do that. And virtual. Maybe you're doing a presentation online. Maybe you're just doing social media marketing. Maybe all of the clients you have are people that you are meeting online, marketing online. They're contacting you, and then you're putting things in place for them. And you can do that. You can do this entire business from your home if that's what you're comfortable doing. We can teach you any of these different ways. All right. So the big thing with contact is, that's key. If you're not contacting anybody, how are you building your business? Just like with prospecting, you're looking for those people to contact. Who should I contact? Well, now you know to contact, and now you got to actually do it. And when you talk about it, the number one fear is you're afraid you're going to do it wrong, so you don't do it at all. And see, that's the problem. When you don't do it at all, of course, you're never going to build a business. You're never going to help your family, and you're never going to help all the countless people that you could help with the services that they need, they're looking for. But if you're afraid to contact them, that's the issue. So we make it here at Synergy as easy as possible. Really, all you have to do is just contact people and see if they'd like to sit in on a wealth presentation. For 45 minutes of their time, they're going to learn how to save on their taxes, make better money decisions, learn how money works, how different type of retirement planning works, that kind of stuff. So everything there that they're going to learn is in their benefit, and there's no obligation, there's no pressure, there's no selling. In our presentations, we don't sell anything. We just educate. So all you're doing is inviting people to listen to some education that will help them. I will guarantee you they're going to get something out of any of these presentations that will help them. Whether they do anything with us or with you or anything in the future, they will get something out of it. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to learn something that they didn't know, and then they're going to have more questions, and that's what we're here for. And that's why we're going to be able to help them with the different things that maybe right now they don't even know they may qualify for. So when you do start talking to people, making that contact, there's lots of different ways to do it. We have a video contact system. We have message contact system, social media, personal phone invitations. We got about 25 different scripts that you can use depending on how you like contacting people. And we teach you. I have a marketing wheel that I teach people, whether you want to be like a traditional agent going out and knocking on business doors, saying hi and letting them know you're their local guy or gal, and just letting them know what you do. That's the traditional old-fashioned. If you ever watched the movie Groundhog Day, you know the guy just running around talking to everybody in town. That's that traditional insurance person or financial advisor that's out doing that. Okay. If that's not your thing, you don't want to be anything dealing with sales, you just want to be an educator, that's absolutely fine. You'll get into different ways to contact people, and we'll teach you those based on what you're comfortable with. In how to invite people to educational seminars, so that, like I said, it's very passive, no pressure on you, no pressure on them. All it is for education. And if they want to move forward after that, they're going to ask. There is no selling. There's no pressure. You're not worried about calling people and saying, hey, you need to do this. All you're doing is inviting people to education, whether it's a seminar or a video or whatever, and then moving forward from there. They'll call you back wanting to know more. And again, you'll follow up with them. Hey, did you have a chance to watch that video? Hey, were you able to get on the wealth workshop last night? And we'll know when people come on. We see their name as they're popping in, so you'll know who is on there. But you want to do that follow up. But again, that's a different step. That's after the presentation. Contacting basics. When you are contacting people, you want to make sure that you are showing genuine enthusiasm. Okay, genuine enthusiasm. There's some basics that you have to understand, and we teach you all this stuff, like I said. But if you're going to invite someone, you need to make sure that you're excited about what you do. Everyone in America needs living benefits, and people that have had heart attack, stroke, cancer. Now they have a GoFundMe and all this other nonsense that nobody's putting any money into for them. When if they would have just had a living benefit policy, all this stuff would have been taken care of. They wouldn't be worried about losing their house. They wouldn't be worried about their deductibles, all this other stuff. You need to be excited about that. Everybody needs to know. So the way I'm talking right now, the way I'm, getting that word out, that's how it has to be. You can't go up to somebody and say, you know what, I just kind of started this new thing and they do something with this life insurance stuff, and I'd love for you to look at it. Not even making eye contact, not excited, just very lethargic. Of course, you're not going to be successful. So again, in the contacting phase, you got to be enthusiastic. You got to love what you're doing. So if you see one of our seminars and there's a piece of that seminar that you just absolutely love, whether it is living benefits, tax-free retirement planning, secure retirement planning, Head Start plans for kids, all this kind of stuff could be your niche. Whichever one makes you most excited, that's what you're leading with to get people to these workshops, okay? And then just be enthusiastic. Keep the invite clear and concise. Don't be going over tons and tons of questions. Oh, what are they going to say? I had an agent the other day said, yeah, somebody came by. He's a new agent and said they came by before the presentation, just asking me some questions before they jumped on. And they were here on my porch talking to me for 2 hours, and we missed the whole presentation because they didn't know if they wanted to be on it. The presentation was only 45 minutes. So all that time asking questions and him trying to answer all these questions about what's going to go on took him twice as long, and then the client never even saw the presentation. So don't get caught up in that. Give them a couple bullet points. When they start asking a whole bunch of questions, that's not your spot to start doing that during contact. It's like, listen, do you want to learn how to save money on your taxes? If that's of interest to you, you should be on this. Do you want to learn how to have a tax-free retirement plan? If that's of interest, you should be on this. Do you want to learn how to make your money work better for you and have, build bigger faster? You should be on this. Couple little points and that's it. You're not there to give the whole presentation and then some because someone is, well, I don't know if I want to live. I don't know if I take my... They're either interested or they're not. If someone doesn't want to learn how to save on their taxes and make more money, then don't waste your time. You're trying to build your business by helping as many people as you can, and it's all about contacting more people. There's a lot of people that you can't help and no one can help them. But we do our very best in trying to help everybody because A, we don't charge any fees for advisory or education. So that's great. So everybody has an opportunity. We don't pressure anybody. We don't push them to do anything. So they don't have to worry about that with us. And so the key is just getting them answer one or two questions and then get them to that workshop. Let us answer those questions for you because all the questions they're going to ask, all they're doing is trying to make an excuse, wait for you to say something wrong or you're not really sure. And then as soon as you start hesitating, they're like, okay, I don't need to be on that. So don't fall for that. Just answer one or two questions and then move on. Okay, get them on the thing. Be very blunt with them because you are there trying to help them. Build a good rapport with them, a relationship with them. Most of the people you're talking to, unless you're doing stuff online, the virtual type stuff, and then you do have to, kind of put a little more out there. You kind of try to build that relationship. Might be a little bit harder, but some people do find it easy to work online. Encourage both the prospect and their spouse to be on the presentation. That's a big thing because we're talking money issues. A lot of times, if only one person is your only contact, they're not going to make that decision. They're going to use that as an excuse. So always make sure you try to get both spouses, any decision makers, if you're inviting business owners, onto the presentation so everybody can get their questions answered. and then master that contact. The people with the most contacts are the people that do the best, of course, because you're having more outreach, you're talking to more people, you're helping more families, and it all boils down to helping them do financial analysis sheets and blueprints and things like that. Because once you get to know them and start helping them set goals, they will become clients. Okay, so that's how you're building that business. Those are those basics on the contact side. All right, you have to understand human nature and why I teach you guys this stuff. There's 10 points of human nature. People are real quick to jump to conclusions. That's exactly why they're sitting there on your porch asking you 100 questions. Okay, so again, don't fall for that. Just keep it simple, give them a couple points, and move on. They're typically very skeptical. Why do you want me to watch this? Are you going to try to sell me something there? Okay, we're teaching you some great financial facts. If you want to do anything further, you're going to ask us. It's on you for that. They procrastinate. Yeah, I'll get on the next one. Yeah, I'll get on the next one. I'll get on the next one. That's why typically in a contact, I say, hey, we're having one this Thursday or the next date. I don't really tell them, hey, we have one every other Thursday. So don't do that, because then they're just going to procrastinate more and more. They want to set big goals. They say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna work with you guys. I've been on one of your presentations. It's great. I'm gonna make $1 million next month. No, you're not. Don't fall for scams of people trying to get you to make $1 million in a month and things like that. We're teaching you how to build a financial services agency inside the Synergy umbrella. It's exactly what we're doing. So you don't want to let them shoot themselves in the foot by thinking, get rich quick or some nonsense like that. They're naturally curious. You want to pique that interest. Again, that's why you want to be enthusiastic and talk to them about tax-free retirement, living benefits, old kind versus new kind life insurance. You want to say things that are going to pique their interest. They're naturally curious. They don't think they can sell. Someone coming into the business, well, I don't want to start a new business because I don't think I can sell anything. But are you a good educator? Do you like to teach people things? Because if you do, we can help you on the selling side. Don't worry. Because again, we're educating, and then we're going to work with them doing the follow-up and make sure that they got all their questions answered and did they need to see anything personally. Okay. They don't like insurance salespeople. That's because typically they're thinking people are pushy. And again, we're educators, consultants, advisors. We are not pushy people. We're not going to, anybody would be perfectly fine being in one of our workshops and then, call and ask us questions when they need to. They have that ability at no cost. They would like to be their own boss. Okay, so they want to be their own boss, but they don't know if they could run their own business. They always have doubt. They always thought about it, but didn't think they could do it. So they're safe in their current job. Nice thing with us is if you are moving out of the military and the vet system, whether you are still in the military in that transition, whether you're working doing something else because you just got out, but you'd like to do something more, you can work with us part-time. We can teach you how to work with our workshop section, just inviting people to workshops, making some money until you can pull yourself into the business and start running your company yourself. Okay, and then we help you all the way through every step of the way. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We're here to help you and teach you all the different things that you can do. Now, we have all kinds of ways for you to do contact. Like I said before, you can do it through text messaging, phone calls, going out word of mouth, talking to people. We have video contacts. That's another great way to help people understand. Just say, hey, do you have time to watch a 2-minute video? We have videos on all of our topics. Tax-free retirement, 2.5-minute video. Living benefits, 2 or 3-minute video. We have all these little videos that will give them some points about some of the things that we do. If they're a business owner, send them a testimonial. Okay, you guys have seen the Shannon Hay testimonial that we show you, just kind of showing the different ways that a lot of these different products work. Okay, that's a 7-minute video. That's the longest one we have, but a lot of business owners need to see that to see how you can help them. So a lot of times what we do is we teach you how to just say something to people, invite them to a workshop, but if they start to hesitate, or even if they don't, everybody, just let them know, hey, I'm going to shoot you over a video, and based on what you're wanting to talk to them about, just send them 1 or 2 of those little videos. Say, take a look at that. We're going to go in depth on some of these topics and then a lot more to teach you a lot of different stuff in this workshop. But I want to just kind of give you a little snapshot of one of the things we're going to talk about. Okay, this is how we help our clients. So use that video as kind of like a screener. If they watch some of those videos and they're not interested in learning more, probably not worth your time to worry about it right now. Didn't say leave them alone because everybody needs what you do, but maybe just put them on a drip campaign. Every now and then you just touch base with them and say, hey, remember those videos I sent? We're having another workshop. Love to have you join us. So again, that's that contact. And we can do that through, I like to start with the videos. If you're worried about, okay, what happens next? How do I talk to them? I can't answer their questions when they call back on the video. That's when you work with whichever advisor is helping you. So if you're working with me, then we would set up a three-way call. Hey, I got a client, they watch the videos and they have a few questions before the workshop. Or hey, they were on the workshop and now they have a few questions. No problem. Let's set up schedule an appointment for a three-way call. I'll answer all their questions and then we'll see how they want to move forward. We're there to help you every step of the way. So just keep in mind, you're gonna have that support in this program. All right, let me just go down here a little bit more. I think we've got one or two more things, and then we will wrap up. Again, I talked about drip messaging. I talked about the phone scripts. You want to make sure, again, we'll just kind of go over it again. When you're talking to people, you always compliment them. Be excited. You might let them know that you're in training. That's why you're trying to set up a three-way call. You just started in a new business and you would love for them to talk to one of the senior advisors. One of the things you can say is, hey, I need your help. We have I just started a new business and we have this wealth workshop that we're doing. I'd love for you to take a look at it and let me know what you think. This is what I plan on doing from now on. I'd love to get your feedback. Great way to get people on. They're going to learn things in this seminar that they would not have known otherwise. And they're going to thank you for that. Whether they do anything or not, whether they become a client or they become an agent in your agency, whatever happens, happens. The key is getting more and more people into the workshops, getting that education out there, getting that word out. You're going to help more and more people in your community. Okay, that can get you into that value of opinion and asking for referrals once they've been there. And if they're giving you a bunch of referrals, they may be a good addition to your agency. Okay, so again, I'm just scrolling through a bunch of the different scripts and stuff we have here. We would go over all those with you, teach you all that kind of stuff. But there's over 25 different ones, so I'm not going to bore you with all that today on this show. And we're running out of time anyway. So just want to touch, make sure I'm not missing anything here. Drilling for content, that's all the education we do for you. We just had a 3-day new agent training that was virtual. So again, wherever you are at, if you're up in St. Louis and you can't be at one of our in-person things while I'm there, every month we have a virtual training for a day or two. So you can always tap into that. We record those trainings. So a lot of times, even if you can't be on it, you can request the recordings for the last new agent training. Just watch it in the evenings. So we make every effort to make sure you get all of the training that you need. Okay. So again, just to put a cap or a summary on the contact. You just want to make sure you're enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is the key. You want to make sure people know that you really care about what you're talking about. Understand human nature. Know those points I was just telling you, how people think. Train on contact, because it is key. If you mess up on contact and you start talking too much and answering questions that you're not sure about, someone else should be answering for you, it can mess everything up, and that's the first contact. So I hope that covered everything, Rick. Just went through it and love to help these people out. Anybody that has any questions, just let me know. I'm always here to help.
Thanks a lot, Don. He really dug in deep today on the contact, but it's such an important part of the system because you have to control it because like you said, people have human nature. There's things that people automatically do, and we have to control that. So this is a great podcast today because we really got to dive deep into that. I appreciate that Don did a great job of that. Kind of got me enthusiastic today. And that's what it's all about, right? I mean, be enthusiastic about what you do, what you love, how you're helping people. So we only have a couple minutes left. So like Don said, we will be having another live event here in St. Louis in a few weeks. And then of course, those that aren't in St. Louis, we do have the virtual ones, and you can contact me anytime at my email, rick.mertel@gmail.com, up there on the screen. My phone number's up there also. And then Don's email, drice@synergyfinancial.com. Please reach out to us and we'll get you whatever information you want, answer any questions that you have, and just share this with somebody. Because I know that you know somebody who mentioned that they wanted to be in a business for themselves. I know you know a veteran. I know that you know somebody who knows somebody who just retired. I know you know somebody who just wants to work for themselves, and it's just a great way to help people. So thank you very much for all their time, and thank you, Don, today. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you. And everybody have a great holiday weekend, and we will see you next week. Thanks, Don.
Everybody enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.